Give him a little taste.
Everything I do leads me back to you. Hope to see you on Friday, like I did on Tuesdays. Your name still echoes in my mind like a drum. I am back in the classroom where we first met on a Tuesday afternoon. With your eyes on me, it's incomparable. Will I see you again in your darkest ornament? Or I'll take back to Rome, and I'm not talking bad city. Hearing your name puts me 3 years behind. Or I'll take back to Rome, and I'm not talking bad city. Hearing your name puts me 3 years behind. Your gaze made me realize that I could drown into your eyes. Or I'll take back to Rome, and I'm not talking bad city. Hearing your name brings me 3 years behind. Or I'll take back to Rome, and I'm not talking bad city. Hearing your name brings me 3 years behind.
How are things going on NAFTA with Canada? Is it okay?
Actually, how is it going with Canada? Progress tonight? Cracking the champagne, maybe? Canadian champagne?
Any words on the mood in the room? Is Canada making any compromises?
We gather today beneath the shadow of grief, with words trembling on our lips and hearts heavy with sorrow. We assemble not merely to remember an event, but to confront a wound carved into the very body of our society. A man, Charlie Kirk, whose life bore witness to conviction and debate, has been struck down by a bullet, silenced before his time. It was not a chance nor an accident, but a planned act of violence. Witnesses have spoken, officers have reported, and cameras have preserved the truth. A young man carried a rifle concealed upon his body, climbed a rooftop, lay prone upon the gravel, and from that hidden perch fired a single shot into the gathering below. That shot found its mark in the neck of Kirk, cutting short both flesh and voice. Who was this man? He was more than a body. He was a voice that argued, that disagreed, that stood upon conviction. Whether one agreed or opposed him, his presence was a pillar of dialogue in our society. His silence now is not the loss of a single man, but of a collective conversation. When hatred prevails, arguments fall silent. When weapons rise, the doors of dialogue close. Children, let us see clearly. This death was not born from a single bullet, but from years of poison poured into human hearts. When disagreement is mistaken for enmity, when politics outweigh humanity, when faith or ideology becomes an excuse to silence another, then such tragedies are born. This bullet pierced not only the body of one man, but also the peace of our common life. Our mourning, then, must not be empty. Mourning is not tears alone, it is awakening. It is a question posed to each of us. Where did we fail? Where did we neglect to give our youth the education of the heart that teaches patience, tolerance, and respect for difference? What pain so twisted the spirit of a young man, barely 22, that he came to believe a rifle could soothe his burning soul? So we weep for Kirk, but we also weep for ourselves.